Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what is going on real quick? Oh my gosh, this got me hot. Look, without further ado, because I don't have a lot of time here, I promise you I do not have a lot of time here, okay? I will say this, if I have served you in any capacity and you've already been served, then you are free to listen, okay? But I'm not going to be sharing anything new at all. I am going to be sharing what got me pissed off. Okay, but outside of that, I'm not going to be sharing anything new. What I actually do kindly is share so that we can get more cousins in on what we need to be doing right about now. Okay, when I show y'all this, I just got to show y'all why this got me so pissed off. Because I have been saying this for a very long time, and my people have been slow to beat their feet. But wait till you see this, okay? Kindly go ahead and share with somebody. Like I said, if I served you, help me serve somebody else. It's real simple. I don't mind y'all sitting on the sidelines, but if I have served y'all, help me serve somebody else. That is the cost of admission over here, okay? It don't cost you anything to share. And that is the only fee to watch this live, is that you would share this with somebody. Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm going to do my due diligence, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to share as well. Okay, if you are first time here, welcome here. If you are returning, then welcome back. But I promise y'all, I'm not going to be before y'all long, okay? I'm not in the business of begging. I sell money. I'm not in the business of begging. I sell money. I sell hope. Okay, I sell legacy. Let me go ahead and share this over here. And did I do followers already? I think I did. Okay, cool. All right, let me get started over here. Unfortunately, I cannot get started until I'm actually started. Okay. What's up, Instagram? Y'all already know what time it is. I'm not going to be before you long at all. Hello, salute, greetings to all my cousins. As you come on in here, go ahead and share this with somebody real quick. Tag somebody, share to the story, share to the DM, messenger, however you got to share this, please do so, okay? Because I think all my cousins need to hear this. I want to show y'all something. And while I'm talking, I'm going to show y'all why I'm so pissed off, okay? I don't know if y'all aware, but we just going to go in order. Let me see where we at. Let me close out this tab. Get this tab, that tab. Okay, I closed out that one. Let me share this. Let me share this. So out here in California, I'm going to start here first, okay? Then I'll work my way on down. This is not what got me mad. Just stay tuned, okay? Just stay tuned. Now, out here in my hometown of Fresno, California, okay, excuse they Ebonics. Oh my effing God is what they title or they headline this, okay? Give me 1 second, please. Because y'all gonna hear the babies in the back. We working with how we can work. But I needed to come here and tell y'all one more time. One more time. You will know why I am pissed off in just a moment. All right, my apologies. So, as you can see here on the screen, why are they not telling us anything in our city about this? Someone verify this, please. Okay? We already know that Mr. Trump has come in and axed a whole bunch of programs. That's for sure. We already know they found fraud in the HUD, the housing urban development, Section 8, low income, that type of stuff. And it's not just in California. However, the people have caught on in California what is happening to their assistants, what is getting ready to happen to their assistants. Okay, I told y'all, I told my cousins that this was coming down the pipeline. Now, folks is about to fool around and find out. Mr. Trump put that as one of his memes a couple months ago. People about to FAFO. Fool around and find out. HUD has warned local housing authorities that a $5 billion fund for emergency rental assistance is nearly out of cash, putting 60,000 households at risk of eviction. Okay? This is HUD, Section 8. 60,000 in Fresno, California is, oh my God, it's probably over half of its population here. When I tell you that these people are poor in mind, you can't hear me? Somebody else let me know if they can hear me, because B Brown says she can't hear me, and should nothing be wrong with my microphone, okay? You might got to come out and come back in, but should nothing be wrong with my microphone. And if it is, I'm just going to keep on talking because I'm pressed for time here. And I'll roll the replay. Let me go back over here. Where we go? Where we go? All the way back down here. How did I get kicked all the way? Hold on. See how I got kicked all the way. Oh, I'm in the wrong file. My bad. Let me crank this back up. Let me crank this back up. Can anybody else hear me? Should nothing be wrong with my microphone. It says, let me check my settings. It says that my audio is 100% connected. Yeah, I'm good over here. I don't know. So let me go ahead and start this share back up. Just like that here. Okay. A $5 billion pot of federal money set aside to help people on the verge of homelessness. Pay to rent is running out of cash, and no one has a plan to keep the roughly 60,000 renters, more than 15,000 of them in California, from losing their housing after that last dollar is spent. News of imminent expiration on emergency housing voucher program came in a March 6th letter to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development sent to local public housing authorities, the agencies that administer federal rental housing assistance program. A final payment this spring may allow some agencies to keep their emergency programs running into 2026, the letter reads. But housing authorities were advised to move forward with the expectation that no additional funding from HUD will be forthcoming. I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no money coming from no HUD. Donald Trump them had already said that's a done dada. Period. We've been talking about this for months. This is not just in California, but this is a majority of people that look like me and people that are lighter skinned browned. They're going to be affected by this. Homelessness is already through the roof. I don't know if you guys are aware about, the big raid out here in California on yesterday with Big U and some of these big time gangsters that's been terrorizing communities and different things of that sort. Well, they got busted. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because government contracts, specifically DEI government contracts, that's supposed to help minorities get out of gangs, stay out of jail, get off of drugs. That money has been fraudulently been given by Los Angeles County, California, state, and local organizations for contracts that they have now found. Elon Musk has now found that they have been ciphering this money through an organization, a nonprofit, and then that money cycles itself back to the regular person, Big U's bank account, his personal bank account, and then it's distributed for prostitution, for trafficking, for all kind of things. The very things that they say they were fighting against, they were heavily into it, including unaliving people, including terrorizing, making people check in when they come into California, different things of that sort. You got celebrities in on this. You got A-lister Hollywood actors in on this. You got mayors in on this. I mean, it is crazy. So now that they have found this fraud happening in these programs, especially in California, this is the reason why I'm absolutely 100% positive that people out here will say goodbye to Section 8 forever. Meaning the money that was going to the homelessness, these programs and stuff, we already knew, I think in January, that there was $2 million or $2 billion missing in funds from the homeless programs. That they came out here and the homelessness was at an all-time wrecking ball, but they had been getting billions of dollars to rectify the problem. So as they have been building these low-income housing. You come into Fresno, they have these nice little apartments where homeless people can pay $1, $2, $5, nice apartments. All of that is gone. The reason why they created those houses and different things of that sort is because you could not walk outside of your door without having homeless people lined up, tissue, needles, you name it. It's one of the reasons why we left in 2020. They were burning up people's establishments, burning up power poles, trying to keep warm. It was crazy. So in order to move the homeless people off the street, they built apartment complexes that the federal government has been funding to allow these homeless people to get off the street, clean up the streets, and they have shelter. Those programs are gone. When I tell you this is about to be a sugar honey iced tea show, it's gonna be a sugar honey iced tea show. For real. For real, for real. But that ain't even the bulk of what got me pissed off. This is leading up to that. A lot of people I know, a lot of people I don't know. A lot of people that's related somewhere down the genealogy, the bloodline, a lot of people from my community, a lot of people that's been on these dang on handouts for all of their whole life and their grandma's life and their great-great-grandma's life. All of them people is about to be greatly affected. They lazy, they hard-headed, they procrastinate, they dysfunctional, they like disunity, they are not unified, and they are in hot water, as my grandma used to say. Okay? Your behind is grass, and Donald Trump is about to mow it. Period, point blank. Moving right on along, because I promise y'all I ain't got a long time. This is leading up to what got me pissed off, because I've been saying this for a very long time, family. I've been saying this for a very long time. Moving on to my next article before I get to the Bambata. Mr. Trump, he said he was going to do it, and he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. Let me just put y'all up on game on this, okay? You see him standing there with this executive order. Let me go ahead and flip this camera around over here. Okay, you see Mr. Trump standing up here with this executive order right here in his hand that absolutely abolishes the Department of Education. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no more Pell Grants, ain't no more FAFSA, ain't no more deferments, ain't no more income-based repayment plans, ain't no more free reduced meals, ain't no more of that. $10 billion was wasted and misused and misspent, only to find out we got some of the uneducatedest children in the whole entire world. They can't read. 19 years old, cannot read proficiently. Pass them on, and I know this to be true, so I ain't knocking this, okay? But it's going to hurt a lot of my cousins. I sued the school district out here in California about passing my son, putting my son on medication that was supposed to help him pass school, okay? It killed him, but it was supposed to help him focus on his grades and pass in the schools. This is what they will lock you up about if you don't send your kids to school to get their education, regardless of the fact. They put them on pills, send them to school, pass them because they want the check. They don't care about nothing else, especially in public school. Well, this whole Department of Education dismantled. Where is that going to leave my little nieces and my little nephews? Let's have this conversation. Because I don't know one of us with our own damn schools. I really don't. Where that's going to leave your kids? They already struggling. They know more Cardi B than they know history. Okay? They know more Gucci Man than they know government. They know everything else except what they supposed to be learning. And parents think it's cool. So now, what you gonna do when you ain't got no school to put your kid in? They're gonna be at home with you. Because it's up to the states. What kind of programs they finna implement? Vouchers. If you ain't got no voucher, your kid can't go to that school. Or go to school at all. Okay? However, on the flip side, because wherever there's a negative, there is a positive. A car got to run with both a negative and a positive, touching the battery. A wash machine and dryer, same thing for that, okay? A wash machine and a dryer has to run with a positive and a negative. Anything that goes have to run with a positive and a negative. There is a positive and a negative. Hot is cold, okay? Light is dark. Heads and tails. Everything that has a negative has a positive. So since y'all dismantling the Department of Education, everything, and we may think this is a good thing, it will help some people if you are smart and wise and you follow success. Before they absolutely, let me see how I can say this. The dismantling is for a reason. Universal basic income. You get rid of the programs. You get rid of the education. You get rid of the income tax, IRS, because he already said that's gone. 45,000 of them gone. You get rid of USAID, okay? programs that benefit impoverished children and medical research and all of that. You get rid of all of that. And what you have? Universal basic income. They've been saying this for a minute. I showed y'all. About to show you again what they said. AI, we don't need human beings no more. Okay? We just use y'all. Psych. Jokes on y'all. We got y'all with the 40-40-40 scam. Work 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire on 40% of what they call a 401k. And that's if the stock market is working in your favor. However, they've been saying this, okay? Universal basic income plan. Okay, I shared this with y'all. I'm just gonna come on over here and show y'all in just a little bit more real quick. Okay, will AI make universal basic income inevitable? They was talking about this in 2024. Advocates argue that not only will AI make it necessary to provide some form of universal basic income, but it will also be the technological leap that makes it possible. Meaning the 85 million jobs. If you ain't been up to date, I just shared that in the last couple of lives that I did. All of the store closures, hundreds of them, Macy, JCPenney, AutoZone, all of these stores, Forever 21, Denny's, you name it, gone. Period. FedEx, UPS, Amazon, all of these people, Mark Zuckerberg, everybody has been laying off human beings, all in the name of restructuring their programs to implement artificial intelligence. Okay? How much would $1,000 per month universal basic income cost? Now, here's the problem with universal basic income. If they do not like the way you smoking cigarettes, or the way you eat out too much, or the way that you are mismanaging your credit, or if you jaywalk, or if you don't pay your tickets, or if your carbon copy say that you be at the bar too much drinking, that you shop too much online, that you got a gambling problem, whatever they want to say or dox you, that 1,000 that they start you off with a month is now deducted. Okay? Deduction for jaywalking, deduction for not paying his tickets, deduction for being a bad civilian and not managing their credit and their debt, deduction for this. They have the control to control what they give you because they give it to you. You can go and do the research yourself. It's all over Google. I'm just bringing you up some headlines. Elon Musk just said this 2 weeks ago. You can go type it in. Elon Musk said universal basic income is necessary. You go look it up anywhere you want to. This is the name of the game. That's why they're dismantling these programs. They're not dismantling them for no reason. Oh, we want to save America money. We want to save this. This is necessary to keep America from going bankrupt. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. This is what the Bible says would happen. Just in case you're not aware of that. Just in case you did not know what's going on. It is written. How about that? You just ain't been paying attention. Or you ain't been in fellowship with your Lord and Savior, your manufacturer. Because this is what is written. It's right here before our face, disguised in a whole bunch of different things. Okay, God is giving us the ability to not be caught up in this beast system. That's what I'm gonna say. Now let me stop sharing and get back over here. It's like I said, I'm pressed for time. Thank you, Miss Q. It is written. That's why we ain't shaking. We shifting. Put that in the chat. We don't shake. We shift because it was already written. We was already foretold what would happen. We just watching it happen. And some people ain't watching it. Some people is actively building and preparing as the Most High God said, because that's written too. That's what he said. Be found redeeming the time, for the days are evil. Orders call for teardowns of departments as Trump seemingly tries to circumvent need to obtain congressional approval. I'm going to tell you right now, everybody in the House, the Republican, everybody, Senate, all of that stuff, they in what you call agreement. They in agreement to dismantle it. Period, point blank. The kingdom of God is not suffering or shaking. Neither will it be a part of this. We shifting. But here's what really got me pissed off since y'all waited so nicely. Because I've been trying to tell my people to do this for a long time. And then you see these other people just come over here and do something like this. And I am absolutely disgusted. I'm not hating on nobody. I'm not hating on nobody at all. Okay, let me just name, before I share that with y'all, let me just go over a couple of the other programs. I mentioned it the other day. I am going to mention it here again. It is not just HUD and Section 8 and low income. We shouldn't be on that anyway. It was a means to control who we can have in our house, how much money we can make for a little bit of rental assistance. Been lying for years on them documents. Now, don't no man stay here. No, you didn't have a man sneak up in it and had babies, added more babies to the Section 8 voucher. Listen, it's not the only program that is being cut. You having all of these things happen haphazardly. This is terrifying. Not for me, but for them. But it's their own fault. It's their own fault. Because they have allowed the government. They have allowed the government. We read last night, ChatGPT. I went over there and said, if I was a devil and wanted to keep people in poverty, what would be some things that I do? And one of the things that if I was the devil, trying to keep nations in poverty, one of the things listed was I would create up an oppressive government system to keep people relying on me, never opening up a book to read, never investing, always buying and consuming and taking risks, but never taking risks with liabilities. That was one of the things that they said, if I was the devil, this is what I would do. And that's what the devil has done. Okay? But the massive Medicaid cuts, my daughter works in customer service for one of the biggest healthcare facilities in California. The stories that she tells me is unbelievable. My sister, who worked inside of with Cigna to approve insurances, that man that went up there in New York, I do not condone violence. Let me say that right here, right now on this live. I do not condone violence whatsoever. I am not celebrating violence. But the man that went up in New York and unalived that healthcare CEO while he was going to an investment conference to get more money to turn down people for life-saving measures, health insurance that they couldn't get surgeries approved and all of this stuff for. It is horrible. My sister told me. She cried literally every other day. I'm like, why do you work for a place that you hate that bad? She said, because I will fight for these people. When they deny them, I will take it up to the highest of the highest and be attacked by my supervisors to help them get some type of approval, a partial approval, a full approval. I fight for them. And I had nothing but respect for her. But her job was so stressful. She cried so much that she had to end up taking 45 days of like mental break time from job. I forgot what it's called because I never had to use it. It's not like PTO, it's paid time off, but it's another word that they use where they like under stress or duress. 45 days from a job because people called in crying saying my loved ones passed away because you did not approve their health care. We already got that issue. Now, millions cut from Medicaid. Millions will lose access to health care, especially those in the Black and brown communities who already struggle with health and medical disparities. I already know they're the sickest. I don't care what uppity, high class, Caucasian part of town you go into in whatever state, You ain't gonna find no fast food restaurants, and you ain't gonna find no liquor stores, and you ain't gonna find no cigarettes being advertised on the corner. From Beverly Hills to Hollywood to Clovis to Bryant Road, wherever you at in the upscale areas of your state, in your city, you ain't gonna see that. But in the hood, you're gonna see every type of fast food restaurant, 3 and 4 of them on one corner. Real talk. Unhealthy food. You don't see Whole Foods and stuff in the hood. Trader Joe's in the hood. No ma'am, no sir. You see Food for Less, Food Max, Winco, Kroger's. You see that with meat that has been dipped in blood to make it look like it was fresh after it had lost its expiration date. So we already don't get the best foods. We don't own our own land. We don't grow our own produce. So that's why we the sickest. That's why COVID took out many of us. We were the leading people in the pandemic to pass away for underlying health conditions, and the virus attacked those with weakened immune systems, high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, with compromised immune systems. So now you finna get rid of and cut millions off of Medicaid. Boy. This is a sugar honey iced tea show. For real, for real. We just talked about the Department of Education. Slashing its funding. Matter of fact, dismantling its whole entire system, its structure. Thousands of jobs from educators will be lost. And millions of children that go to free school. And this is the thing, we can't even be mad about it because getting an education is not a federal law. It was signed into order as an executive order, and now it was just signed out of order with an executive order. It is not mandatory. I done been to Liberia where I see people my age can't spell, cannot read. My age got a kindergarten education, barely saying A, B, C, can't even make it to Z. And then a lot of our children speak Ebonics, not even proper English. Yo, what's up, cuz? Well, how you doing? Whooply whoop and blah, blah, blah. And did you hear when they say that's cat? All this dumb stuff. I'm almost done. I really am. We just talked about the housing assistance. Families, veterans, and seniors are at risk of eviction. This is terrible. Meanwhile, let me pull up what got me pissed off because I said, boy, this is something else, boy. This is something else. In real life. You can't make this up. When I say this right here. I'm going to show y'all over here too because baby, guess who said y'all ain't finna do this to us? No ma'am, no sir. Bet you we don't be a part of the beast system. Islamic scholar who called United States stolen land. They are building a 420-acre Muslim community that is open to non-Americans. How in the hell is you going to come to America and build a 420-acre community that y'all own? And Americans can't get access to that. This is open to non-Americans, immigrants, foreigners, migrants. See how they came together? And you want to know how they built this? Ooh, I can just cuss y'all out. Lord help me today. I can cuss y'all out. Let me tell you what they building in this thing. You see this back here? Baby, they got them some ranches. Y'all see this? They got them some grocery stores. They got them some housing. They got their own schools. Okay? An Islamic scholar who has described Thanksgiving as rooted in genocide and allegedly voiced support for members of Al-UCU and other blank groups is promoting a plan to build. It is already done. This is already done. A 400-acre Islamic center faith and residential estate in rural North Texas. Didn't I tell my people to come and buy some damn land in Texas? Didn't I? Didn't I tell y'all to come and buy y'all some land? Didn't I tell y'all, get your credit together? Go get the funding. Build your own communities. Woo! The only opposition that they was facing in February was Governor Abbott said, y'all can build all y'all want to, but we will not have Sharia law. Do you know that they wanted to come and put Sharia law and make this a Sharia city in America? And no Americans is invited to live in this place? Let me show y'all what's all included in this bad boy. Ugh. Here we is buying wigs and perms, and Lord have mercy. I wish you can just slap these people down. These your people, God. These is your people. Okay? The Epic City project is being managed by community capital partners. Didn't I tell y'all to go get capital, go get somebody else's money and build whatever you wanted to build? Haven't I been saying that? Just let me know in the chat, yes or no. Preliminary plans show over 1,000 houses, a mosque, a faith-based school, retail shops, community colleges, split between two sections, named Epic Ranches 1 and 2. Earlier this month, whoever this dude is, I'm not even going to mention his name, which he said would be a Muslim neighborhood, while being well integrated into the wider community, meaning they planning on growing. Man, this is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This is what it's going to look like. Okay, this is where it's at in Texas. Told y'all, Texas have so much land that every American in the United States could move to Texas and own 1 acre of land comfortably. Texas could fit every American citizen in the United States in its one state. It is the biggest state in the country, comfortably with 1 acre of land. Epic City is a master planned Islamic community center residential development project in Texas, situated approximately 40 minutes from Dallas near the town of Josephine. The initiative spans 402, 402 acres across unincorporated portions of Collin and Hunt counties and was initiated by the East Plano Islamic Center. I'm just like, I'm going to come back to this. Bet you ain't none of them Department of Education programs going to hurt their kids, which I want to bet. Bet you Section 8 don't hurt their families, which I want to bet. Bet you their kids ain't on no low-income food programs, which I want to bet. Don't get quiet now. Y'all go ahead and talk back to me. I want to hear some response, some report. How many of their kids is on any type of government systems or programs? And they came over here to this country and got capital. other people's money to build a 402 acre. Do you know how many acres? Ooh! I want to know why we couldn't do that. Why we can't do that. Because we still can. I got the hookup on land in Texas. I got the hookup to get your credit together and for you to go get some funding so we can do this in multiple states, not just Texas. I mean, literally raise up a government, 12 people in 12 different states to go buy land and build cities. This is pitiful. Caucasians sitting back with their popcorn in groups laughing about what's happening. Bring it on. I mean, they got, what you call those, survival kits, survival food kits for years. They got cellars full of stuff. They got gold. They got silver. Man, you got the Muslims. Look how they come together. How many Muslims have you seen exposing each other on social media and then passing it around? How many of have you seen in the news for defrauding their mosqueans, the people that attend mosque? How many? How many of them have you seen go and stand 10 toes down at their jobs and say, you know what, I will work here, but at 12 o'clock, I got to be at the mosque and pray. And if you don't like that, then I don't have to work for you. And my children got to check out of school at 12 o'clock so they can be at the mosque and pray too. They the faces behind these AI apps. Behind these platforms. You better believe it's a Muhammad somewhere behind these AI platforms and apps that we use. This is crazy. This got me pissed off. Especially don't come tell me, oh yeah, I've been checking you out for a long time. Why the hell you ain't been building with me? Why? Why? Because I've been saying this for years. Went and done it by myself and said, how many of y'all want to get in on this? How many of y'all? How many of y'all want to get y'all credit swept while you can? How many of y'all want to go get some capital while you can? I know where to get it all from. How many of y'all want to go? How many of y'all want to get it? How many of y'all not afraid to build? What are my people going to do? What are my people going to do, God? What are my people going to do? That's a question I already have an answer to. My God from Zion. I already have an answer to what my people are going to do. Do you know in order for you to be funded, this is what your credit got to look like. If your credit look like this, anybody and their mama give you anything you want. Okay? This is how your credit got to look. Payment history got to be 100%, no late payments at all. If you got credit cards, it need to be under 10%. But 1% is what they're looking for. You go into any bank like this with a credit file that looks like this. They'll give you anything. See this to the left? And this to the right, this is 32%. This is over 30%. You need to be anywhere between 9 and 15% at a credit utilization. Meaning if you got a $50,000 credit card, you shouldn't be spending $50,000. $5,000 of that $50,000 can only be spent to keep you under the ratio. 10% ratio. 15,000 is 30%. Okay? You see this say 0 derogatory remarks. They also need some credit age, how long you done had credit. They want to see somebody else and lend you some money. And they don't want no more than 1 or 2 hard inquiries. 0 is best. You go into any dealership, anywhere, I don't care, dealership, mortgage company, whatever, and they will give you anything without even requiring documentation. Because your credit history tells a story. They done been lent and they never had a late payment. They know how to manage their money by keeping a utilization under the minimum threshold. They have 0 derogatory remarks. Ain't nobody got nothing bad to say about them. They had credit established over 3 to 4 years. They got 15 accounts that are all in positive standing. And they ain't been running their credit because their credit's so bad that they done racked up 1 million hard inquiries. You can have anything from us. I want you to ask yourself, with your credit, would you give yourself a loan? And let me know in the chat. With your credit, would you give that person a loan? If I had your credit, would you fund me? Yes or no? If I came in with a credit report that said, I don't pay my credit back, I didn't faulted on this, I didn't went into debt on this, my utilization is this. If I came to you wanting to borrow your money, would you give me money? Yes or no? That's all I want to know. Would your kids trade life with you at your current financial circumstances? Would your kids say, I want your financial life? Or would they say no? Would your children, y'all quiet as hell, but I'm serious. Would your children want to trade places with you for your financial situation, for their financial situation, and be happy about it? And would you fund me with your credit or anybody else with your credit? I already know the answer. That's why y'all quiet and I don't care. Period. I came to disrupt and tell the truth. I don't care about stepping on your toes. I don't care if you answer me or not. I already know the question. You ain't got nothing to leave your kids. Nothing. Shame on us as parents. Shame on us as so-called the generation that's supposed to take care of the generations that preceded us. Shame on us. Shame on us. We think we being the better parents because we can buy Jordans and all this stupid stuff. Oh, my kid got Gucci. Who cares? Your kid can't even spell. Can your kid eat that Gucci suit? My kid going to the prom, they all bombed out. $500 wig piece. You lost your job, can your kid survive off that wig piece? Absolutely not. I don't care. Bye today. I really don't. Okay? Only those who know the truth and ain't did nothing about it is offended. But I don't care. You can move along with your offended self. You ain't gonna do nothing over here. That's on Jesus Christ. You ain't gonna do nothing over here. I'm going to tell you what ain't nobody else going to tell you. That's a shame. You got foreigners come over here on our land, the land of the free. Where ain't nobody got their foot on your neck. And literally take your 40 acres, 402 acres. Where your grandmama in 40 acres? You still begging the government to give you acres. And these cats then came over and took 402 acres to pray to their God. And build a community for their people. You ain't even invited. What kind of BS is that? You can't even live there. No jobs, no skills. Terrible. Okay? Terrible. For real, for real. My rant is over. I don't care if you don't care. I really don't. I just had to come by here and share with y'all why I'm so pissed off. They're going to hate me in a minute. Especially, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's a public service announcement. If any of my people come for me, just know I'm going to come back for you. Because now I'm going to drive the nail in real good, okay? Thank you, Donald Trump, for doing what you're doing to them. Thank all of y'all. Who cares? I am going to laugh. For real. Because my people are without excuse. You can't say that you didn't have no warnings, you didn't have no opportunities, you didn't have no chances, you didn't have no open doors. Can't say that. I'm going to make sure I just poke your scab every single day. Stay tuned and be prepared. And then I'm going to get paid for making that type of content. I don't care because ain't nobody going to do nothing for me. If y'all think Charleston White is bad, stay tuned for Dr. Tawana. I see why people talk about my people the way that they do. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Okay? So that's my rant. That's why I'm pissed off. Okay? But before I go, and like I said, I'm not in the business of begging a single soul. If you ain't got it, that's your problem. That's just where I'm at now. If you ain't got it, that's you. I'm going to tell you right now. Because I offered so many people, y'all not the only people that I deal with. I have thousands of followers on all platforms. I haven't even been on TikTok in months. Over here trying to appeal to the cousins over here. And to see something like that is outrageous. We ain't got nothing. I'm not going to beg. That's why I see why God said the other day, listen, don't you even offer up a prayer for me. God knows I won't. I haven't since that day he told me. I'm not offering up no prayer. Is it sad? Yeah, but at this point, oh well. They don't care. How we gonna care? God, how you gonna care? They don't care. And then got the nerve. Every time I hear somebody post a status or say something about what Elon Musk is doing, Donald Trump is doing, how these programs, listen, y'all be prepared. Be prepared. Call me Dr. Controversy. Because I'm going to piss a whole bunch of people off. Straight up. Okay? The white folks can't come tell them. They'll call them racist and all. But I can. Sure can. Gonna laugh. Your kids out there? Oh, well. Too bad. Deontay, baby. Ray, too bad. Blame your mama and them. Come over here this way, baby. I'm licensed to help you out and lay you down eternally. Better not come up over here thinking you finna take nothing from this melanated woman. You better not think, listen, don't even look this way. Go do it to your mom and them. Go run up in their bank accounts or whatever. Go handle your business over there. Because if y'all come over here, baby, it's going to be a lot of y'all laid down. I got something that'll lay at least 25 people down in one shot. And that ain't no threat. That's straight up. I live in Texas. It is legal to defend and protect. Legal. That's why I live there. Period. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So with that being said, if you trying to get your credit together and you want to get it swept so it look like that, where you can go get some of their money, you cannot never work your way up to that. You've been working for all these years and it's not working out. Get your credit swept. Take advantage of the dismantling of the Department of Education. Get them student loans off. Take the time to learn. That's the problem. You need to learn what to do so you can do it and do it well. And then put a stop to them doing it ever again. You need to learn. Quit being lazy. People perish for a lack of knowledge. Quit being lazy. Well, I don't feel like doing it. Who cares? Move along. Do not follow me if you're lazy, if you're a procrastinator. Do not. This is my public service announcement. I don't want your follow. I don't want your fellowship. I love you. I will pray for you wherever you are. God only knows that I will pray for you. I'm not praying for the community. God help us as a nation. Oh, well, it is what it is. That's why God said, no, I'm going to destroy Israel. I'm going to judge them. And when they cry out, I'm going to turn my back on them because they've been turning their back on me forever. They done went after everything else but me. Don't even bother me about them people. When they cry, I'm not listening. I gave them time and space, and they kept playing. And we going to boycott Target. Whoop-de-doo. Why you didn't take that? Oh, yeah, we did something. We Target lost 1 million in sales. But what did you gain? Bet you ain't got a title. Bet you ain't got a deed. You don't even own your vehicle. Get out of here. What you just doing is just blowing smoke. You just a waste of space at this point. Your point was Target lost $1 billion, $1 million, however much they lost in a quarter, and somebody else gained it. You still got to buy from the white man. You still got to shop with the white man. You still work for the white man. How about that? You still rent from the white man. You still go to the white man's car lots and buy their vehicles. You still send your children to the white man's school. Still go to a white man clinic. Make this make sense. That is idiotic. And the Larry Reeds, the sugary Larry Reeds, and all these wolves and demons and pulpits, and got all these people about to perish. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. It really is. God forgive me, but it is. If you like to sweep your credit and get your life together, I got a way for you to do that. Like I did it for mine and countless of other people that you have seen show up, that you have seen me show receipts, that you have seen me say they did it and you can too. Sweep your credit. Go get their money. Simple. That's not hard. Add a trade line or a few. Do something where you can get extra revenue so that you can go and build and buy and do whatever it is that is necessary to make sure that you have built an ark for you and your family to enter in when it is time to enter into that place. And you can enter into that place and rest assured that I obeyed God, I built it, and now I'm going to go ahead and chill and wait for him to do whatever else he is doing. And what's going on outside of the ark, I can't see it and don't apply to me. It's your last chance. I don't owe nobody any affordability. I don't owe anybody anything at all. Do you hear me? I don't owe you anything at all. I don't owe you nothing. Period. Ain't nobody paying me to come and try to help you. Nobody. I have had more attacks and hell trying to help people. Ain't nobody paying me. I became a target when I became a threat, trying to help other people. Ain't nobody paying me. And what I'm charging ain't paying me either. Real talk. $497, $997, that does not pay my mortgage. It does not. When I have to go buy systems and buy mentorships so that you can learn more, you can get access. How do you think I got access to the trade lines? That was thousands of dollars. Thousands, literally. One second, you guys. If you need your credit to look like this so you can go get you some funding, I'm not begging you. I have a plan. If you don't want it, I don't care. That's where I'm at. If you want to get your credit swept, the sweep takes away the derogatory remarks. It takes away the late payments. It takes away the hard inquiry. It cleans your report to make it look like this so you can go get funding. Put a 1 in the chat if you want that for $197. No pressure. Who cares? Keep your bad credit. It's going to cost you more to keep your bad credit than it will cost you to fix it. Moving on. I am looking for a few people that want to go buy land with me. But if your credit ain't together and your money ain't right, you can't come. They're going to look at that, especially when it comes to capital. They're going to look at that. The trade line game, okay? Show you how simple it is to make money with trade lines. What is sweeping your credit? Sweeping your credit, I just said this, but I will say it again, love. A sweep takes 7 days. You got Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion that gets information from lower level demons, reporting agencies, such as LexisNexis, Novus, and all these people. These people who send you those little flyers in the mail, them little brochures in the mail, they report your information. They get your approval by sending you that to the new resident in the mailbox to confirm that you live there, okay? You don't ever send those papers back saying there's no resident here? Then that gives them permission to contact the post office. It's called marriage mail, to see who is the current resident of that apartment or that home, or who, the home that you bought or the home that you're renting. They take that information and report it back to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, who then reports it to all of the people you're going for funding for, you want to rent for, you want to establish electricity, all of that stuff. The sweep goes straight to the big dog, which is the FTC or the CFPB, and say, I'm filing a complaint against them for fraudulent practices. They are being sued right now for taking advantage of consumers. leaving stuff on their report, personal information being misrepresented, reporting financial transactions, all the consumer laws that you don't know about. You ain't supposed to pay no down payment when you go get no car. That's against consumer law. You ain't supposed to have no financial transactions reported to your credit report. Student loan, car payment, credit card debt, those are fraudulent. They're not supposed to be reported. So you tell the CFPB or the Federal Credit Reporting Act, that law, and the FTC that my rights are being violated by these dogs, and they make them remove it. They're being sued as we speak. Okay, for violating consumer law. Okay, and then once you do that and file that sweep, they have 7 days to take away and take off everything that is against consumer law, and everything that is reported on your credit report is against consumer law. Period. Student loans, repossessions, credit cards, evictions. You're not supposed to report that on your consumer report. You're not even supposed to be denied credit based on your credit score. That is against consumer law. So the Consumer Finance Bureau gets your credit report and say, hey, all these items that they listed is out of compliance with consumer law. You have 7 days to remove this. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Are we suing you? They already being sued for $15 million for messing around with us as consumers. If they don't take that off, CFPB sues them, and so can you sue them in a small claims court. If what you're suing them for is greater than what small claims allows you to sue them for, now you can take it to arbitrary. That is where you get more money for them violating your rights. We don't know our rights, so we allow them to violate our rights. When we sweep our credit, it means that we're sweeping it for late payments, hard inquiries, derogatory remarks, anything personal profile information that is misrepresented, meaning my name is Tawana. Tawanna. If they are spelling my name on my consumer report, Tawana, that's inaccurate. That's not my name. If you got my address that I lived at when I lived with my mama, that's not my address. Personal information is misconstrued. It is wrong. And now you are making people think when I go apply for credit that I am a liability and not an asset. If they needed to come and collect my stuff or repossess my stuff, you got 10 addresses on here. That makes me a threat. I don't know where you live at. I can't give you funding. So cleaning up all of that is what the credit sweep does. That's a 1 in the chat, 197, okay? You must make your payment while we on live. I'm not playing games. Sorry to be so rude. I don't owe anybody no affordability. I can't help if you on disability, if you got baby daddy and baby mama child support issues. That ain't my issue. I am here to offer hope and to get you out of poverty, not keep you there. If you want to know what these devils been doing to get their foot on our necks, what us black people like to call it, then I know exactly what they've been doing, because I've been doing exactly what they've been doing and trying my hardest to put other people on to what they've been doing so they can do it and do something different. So if you want the credit sweep that comes with $200,000 funding play, once you sweep your credit, go get yourself some funding. You can't afford my mentorships, $197. I give you access to a 4-hour, $200,000 funding play. How you can credit stack, how you can go to Navy Federal, get $75,000, the whole 9 yards. So you get not one, but 2 different credit sweeps that you can apply to your own self and turn around and sell and start empowering other people in your family first and in your community. So you get to make an impact and an income. Change your credit and then spread abroad so we can start helping others change theirs. We have more. Put a 1 in the chat if you want that, okay? Anyone can go to the county assessor's website and find the names of the residents for any address and the history. I don't even know what that means, but that's some game maybe she giving to y'all. Okay. Now, how to make money on the trade lines. How to make $10,000 a month. Oh, Dr. T, that's cap. There is no cap in this at all. At all. Take you right over here and show you that it ain't no cap. People talk too much. Swear they know everything and don't know nothing. I literally came here and did this because I don't want nobody saying, oh, you know what, Tawana? Well, you've got a business already established. And it's easy for you. No. I do everything from ground zero, especially when I'm teaching something, because you ain't going to never be able to come and say, well, you know what? That's because you got a following. That's because you see all these people I got over here. These are just people that I allow on my friends list. I ain't visited this friends list in a very long time at all. Okay? I can show you how many friends are still waiting to become a friend. Literally. You see this? 1,059 friend requests. I'm not looking for friends. And need to clean up all of them people that supposedly friends on my friends list. Because they not there doing nothing but wasting space. Just wanted y'all to know it ain't got nothing to do with numbers. Okay? Because clearly you see I have 17,000 following me. And 4,700 and something friends. Right? You don't even need a lot of people at all. You can clearly see 5 comments on that. Out of all these friends, 5 comments on this. Okay? Clearly see 10 shares on this. 12 comments on this. It's not a whole lot of people. You don't need a whole lot of people at all. But back to where I was going, I did this right in front of the people, starting with $5,000 first. Okay? And I'll let y'all watch this in real time. This say March on here. March. Okay? We in March. And it lets you see the days. Went to 5,000, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the 10th. Today is the 20th. So you saw that on the 13th, 6,000 up. On the 15th, 7,000 up. 14, 15, 16, 17. On the 17th, 9,563 up. Okay? On the 19th, 10,000 up. On the 20th, 11,000. Can you make $10,000 a month? Absolutely. And I've showed y'all 16,000 in February, showed y'all 10,000 in January, over 10,000 months consistently for the last 5 months, 6 months. I can go back and show you for the last 7 months. Can you make $10,000 a month? Absolutely. And you can make it even faster with selling trade lines. Okay? We get them for the low. That's how you make your money. Okay? We buy them. You get access. We buy the trade lines for $50, for $100, $150, $200. You can put 10 people on a trade line with a $43,000 credit limit. Charge them $1,000. That's a $10,000 day. You only spend $50 one time, $100 one time. You can buy a $22,000 trade line for $50 with 5 spots on it and let 5 people get in at $500. That's a $2,500 tag. That's how you do it. We get them for wholesale price. Now you go and sell them for $500, $700, $1,000, $1,500. It's the name of the game. You make your own price. You buy for $50, sell for $500. You just profited $450. That's on one. Don't have 5 slots. That's $450 times 5. You buy for $150, sell for $650. That's a profit of $500. You buy for $200, sell for $800. That's a profit of $600. One sale. But most of them come with multiple slots. You add these to people credit to boost their scores so they can go get funded. Simple. You add these to people's credit. You don't get access to the credit card, okay? You do not get access to the amount on the credit card. You get access to the history. You've been having this. It got a 22,000 limit on it. You've been having it since 2022. That shows all positive remarks, 12 months 2022, all positive remarks, 12 months 2023, all positive remarks, 12 months 2024, and all 3 months, 4 months, however many months we into this year, 2025. Positive history. You get the amount of the credit card added to your credit report. So now people say, wow, somebody didn't lend them $22,000. I don't see why loaning them $50,000 is a problem. And they've had this for 4 years in positive standing. You go and buy these for yourself and add yourself to 3 trade lines. You'll instantly go from a 500 to an 800. Okay? And I'm only giving 3 people more. Only 3 people is getting in on this. I'm not selling you the plug to the trade lines no more. This is who going to be your audience. Regular smuggler people that's looking to buy a new car, buy a new home, get some funding, okay? Get approved for a house, or realtors, car salesmen, credit repair business owners, ding, 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 loan officers, Facebook groups, funding company owners, organic content with proof of testimonials on social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. You can offer packages. Hey, I got 3 trade lines you can be added to for $1,500. It's a buy 2, get 1 free. You only paid $150. One person, $1,500. You $1,350 up. You can do this for 5 people. $1,500, $3,000, that's $6,000. That is $7,500 a day for adding 5 people doing a deal like that. How you make $10,000 is right here. Sell 10 trade lines at $1,000. You get 1 trade line with a 30,000 limit, sell it for $1,000. To add it to their credit score. It's on their credit for 60 days. They are now able to go get funding. They are now able to go get approved. They are now able to go buy that house. They are now able to go invest in real estate. They are now able to do whatever. Okay? I add 10 people. I got 10 slots out of 1,000. Add 10 people. That's $10,000 a day, not a month. Okay? Sell 20 trade lines at $500. That's $10,000. You can do that in a month. You can sell 20 trade lines in a day. I got 10 spots on this one, and I got 10 spots on this one. That's 20 trade lines a day. And that's a $20,000 day. Day, not month. Sell 30 trade lines at $333. Still $10,000 a month. Sell 50 trade lines at $200. It's still $10,000 a month. And I'm talking about a month. But I gave y'all game how to do it in a day. People buy this like hotcakes. This is how I was able, 11 days, 11K in 11 days. Literally. come back over here, come back to my messenger and show y'all. These are what the trade lines look like. Okay? You can help kids leave their mama's houses with good credit. Put your kids on a trade line, a $3,000 trade line, a $2,000 trade line, and boost their credit up. When they leave your house, they will never, ever need anything. They can leave your house and enter right into their own home. They can leave your house and go get a car paid for, no interest, credit cards, when they leave your house by setting your kids up this way. You get access to trade line lists like this. B of A, 21,000, closes April 13th. Within 5 days, now this history is added to your credit report. I got 10 spots at $1,000. It's $10,000 day. Then you turn around and get this bark one right down here. I got 10 spots at $1,000 to add this $24,000 trade line that closes April 16th. It's $20,000 day. This is what the trade lines do. Take you from ground zero all the way up to say, this wasn't no, we're going to just go up a trend like this. No, this was done by adding a trade line and it reporting. It went from this to that. Those are just more trade lines. I'm trying to show y'all the graph. Literally, people are making this a month. Okay? You see it say monthly. 133,000 selling trade lines in 1 month. But I just showed you how you can make 10, 20,000 a day. So that ain't even unbelievable. You can see over here, they was flatlined over here, all the way under a 500 and went all the way to a 743 by just adding trade line. This is the fastest way to go get to a bag. Instead of you having to wait months and weeks and decades. It's the fastest way. Same thing with this one. Okay, they was flatlined down here. Then all of a sudden, boop, 763. Because they added trade lines. This help people fast. It helps you, it helps people. And then they out here, of course, it's my cousins that do this type of stuff. If this what you like, I ain't knocking it. But why go buy an Audi if you ain't got no dirt? Make it make sense. But now they're able to get approved for this type of stuff. The stuff that they want to make them feel like, oh, I got a little something. So pissed off at my people. They go get approved for houses. Your application has been approved. I will begin preparing your welcome letter and send it over soon, followed by the lease contract. We look forward to having you as a future neighbor. This is what they're doing. Right along, we're going to go get funding. Right along, we're going to go get the bag. So if you want access with the trade lines, I showed y'all this, okay? This is what a trade line do. It gives you positive history. All of their history is now added to yours, okay? This was open in 2008. So all the history from 2008 to 2025 is now added and make your payment history look perfect. Remember, I showed you the example of what your credit score is supposed to look like. As you can see down here, it says authorized user. Okay? Credit limit is only $7,800. Authorized user. The balance is $2,000. They way over their 10%, but they still in their 30%. And you see it clearly say no late payments at all. This is what the credit trade lines will do for your credit. This is the fastest way to go get a bag, to go get funding. $497 gets you access to the plug, where you are now able to sell these trade lines and add them for a little bit of nothing, pennies on the dollar. Literally. I'm only allowing 3 people right here, right now. I already said it was $997 coupled with something else I'm doing. I will let 3 people that's serious and ready to go get access to this plug for $497. And this is my final offering to you at that price. I don't owe anybody any affordability. If you want it, you can grab it. If you don't, that's cool too. I got access to it. I'm using it. Okay? That's all I need to be concerned about thoroughly. Put a 2 in the chat if you one of the 3 people. And if you want access to this plug that will change your life, literally take you from trading your time for money to making money while you sleep, making money by tomorrow if you wanted to. And then I'm going to move right along. And I'm going to get up out of here after this. Okay? I have a hellified deal. You can catch it with 2 hands, or you can just go on about your business. But because I am pissed off, and because we need people out here buying land like never before, I am going to allow only 5 people this opportunity. Only 5. And this ain't applied to no other deals and no other specials and none of that. I will give you the credit plug, the trade line plug. You will get access to funding, okay, where you can help people get their credit up and then fund them and make a bigger bag. I'm going to show you how to become your own money broker with no experience, no AI tools or tech needed whatsoever, period. All you need is the information I'm going to give you and the relationship that you're going to create with these lenders. You're going to sell money now, so I won't be the only one selling money. Everybody needs money. Everybody, even those who got money, need more money. So now you can sell money. If you ain't ready for funding today, I can get you ready with the credit suite. I can get you ready with the trade lines, adding you to the trade lines, and then I can turn around and go get you funding the same day as an online money broker, because I have the connections and they're going to tell me this is exactly what I need their profile to look like. And I will guarantee that they will get approved for $250,000 because you have direct connect, which now you get them approved for $250,000. You got $25,000 because you charge 10% and they're going to pay you off of the card that you just got them approved. Okay? And then we can liquidate the money off of the card. Usually you can't take no money off no credit card, but your girl got the juice and the sauce and the connect that will liquidate all your money off of your credit cards. So you can go invest in an investment to pay them back at a later date, okay? I even got another play that we're doing and using business credit to pay off personal stuff. And I'm not going to say too much about that here on this live. You have to be in my mentorship to get that game. But we're going to use business credit and the funding from business credit to get our personal together. So now we have 2 ways to play. And we go get a big, big bag, a double dipper bag. And lastly, you're going to buy land with me. It's 3 for the price of one. You get the trade lines, you get the credit sweep, you get the trade line plug, you get the credit sweep, you get access to become an online money broker, never showing your face, just helping people get money. And then you get access to land banking. I'm only letting 5. At $997, I'm only letting 5. At $997, my land banking, I charge $2,500 to get in my mentorship. Actually, $5,000, gave a discount for $2,500. But this is separate because I only want 5 to go with me on this mission to go build some cities. Period, point blank. Ain't no Muslims, ain't no foreigners, ain't nobody else coming in here where we live on our American soil and taking our 40 acres and no mule and taking our inheritance and what our ancestors did built, and they just gonna go build it and leave us sugar, honey, iced tea out of luck. Period. It's not happening. So I am only doing this deal with 5 people. And I'm not doing it with nobody else. And this does not apply to any other offers or programs. Whatever you bought, so be it. If you want to become a landlord, buy this land, get these nonprofit organizations, build pantries and storehouses with food and warehouses to house people in case of an emergency, and start tiny home communities and start RV parks or whatever. RV parks, or you want to do a mobile home park, it doesn't matter. A community, if you want to do a whole entire neighborhood, it don't matter. We're doing it. And I'm only going to allow 5 people to get in those 3 for the price of one. $997, you get all of that. The trade lines is $497 all by itself. The land banker, I've offered it at $2,500 by itself. And the online money broker, I've offered that and the trade at $997 by itself. But I am serious. And this stuff is happening so fast, make our heads spin. If you got to leverage it, put it on a payment plan. If you got to put it on a credit card and use their money to make money, go pay them back, now you in profit. I'm only allowing 5 people to go. Okay? That's it. Are y'all on this live or are you not? Is any of the 5 on this live? That's all I'm trying to figure out. Anybody want the credit sweep? This your last call. It's $197. Anybody want the trade line plug? It's only 3. $497. But if you want the trade line, the credit sweep, the land bankers, and the money online money broker, well, now you become the middleman between the client and the lenders. And you go ahead and make up a big bag because you're going to need it to buy land. I know right now where you can go buy land, 30 acres. For under $50,000 in Texas, in Florida, in Arkansas. But I don't just give game like that out to everybody outside. I do not. That is for inner circle activities only. If you're not here, my time is up. I have nothing further to say. I came, I did, I'm done. Period. Y'all put that in the chat. So y'all ain't got to be worried about what Dr. T, what she doing. I came, I did, and I'm done. Ain't nobody begging these Negroes or these minorities not another other moment. You can have whatever Donald Trump and Elon Musk and this great United Snakes of America have for you. That's cool, and I'm cool with it. Okay? Don't bother me. I'm over here building. Period, point blank. And I'm out. Simple as that. Anybody over here on Instagram want to go with me while I'm going? You cannot see the information over here. So you can inbox me. I will gladly send you over the information. I came, I did, and I'm done. Everybody is on their own. May the Lord be with us all. Okay? That being said, peace.